Welcome to the Curious Adventurer Show.
I am Miss Allison, and I must have my notebook when I'm exploring.
I am Miss Amber, and when I go on an adventure, I like to bring my backpack.
I am Miss Katrina, and when I am on an adventure, I always have my map.
I'm Miss Keon, and when I explore, I always bring my magnifying glass.
And I am Miss Hillary. I don't go anywhere without my compass. As curious adventurers, together we will visit ancient East Asian civilizations, learn tricky word patterns, and follow the adventures of the Cat Bandit. We hope you come get curious with us.
Welcome back, boys and girls. We are so happy to have you all here with us today. My name is Mrs. Katrina, and this is Mrs. Allison. We will be your teachers for today. These are the Mississippi College and Career Readiness Standards that we will be covering today. If you have paper, pencil, and a red marker, please get it out now. If you don't have these things, then you can just still follow along right with us. Before we begin our lesson today, we are going to warm up reviewing some sentence capitalization and punctuation. We have learned 3 different types of ending punctuation. Do you remember the names of the punctuation types and what purpose they serve, boys and girls? Yes, you're correct. We have our period, which is found at the end of a sentence and it makes a statement. Your question mark, which is found with a sentence that asks a question. Your exclamation point, which is found at the end of a sentence that is read with excitement. Today, we're going to work with scrambled sentences. If something is scrambled, it is all mixed up. When we unscramble something, we put it back in the right order. Miss Allison, there is more than one way to reorder the words that we're going to work with today. This may result in a sentence that is a question or a statement. Let's look at our first scrambled sentence for today. It says, girl, tall, A is she. Boys and girls, does that make sense? No. So let's first make our first sentence into a statement. Boys and girls, who is tall? Who is a tall girl? Do you know, Miss Allison? Looking at our words?
I would think that she would be the tall girl.
Yes, she. You're correct. We will start our sentence off with she. Now, looking at our sentences, looking at our words, which word is a verb? Do you notice a verb in our words that we have left? Did you hear, Miss Allison?
I did.
They said is. She is. Now, let's look at our final 3 words. Girl, tall, A. Which words do you think comes next? We're telling something about a girl. She is. What do you think, Miss Allison?
I think that we need a word that describes the girl, and I think that would be A.
A. Okay. She is A.
We need another describing word.
She is a, should we say girl or tall? The boys and girls said tall, Miss Allison.
I agree.
She is a tall girl. Let's read that sentence one more time, boys and girls. She is a tall girl. Now, if this is a statement, what type of punctuation comes at the end, boys and girls? A period. Yes, you're correct. Kiss your brain. Now, what else are we missing here in our sentence? We have she is a tall girl. Miss Allison, Do you notice anything that we need to do to correct our sentence?
I do. I think that the first word should be capitalized.
Yes, the first word should be capitalized. Now, let's look at our sentence and let's read it one more time to make sure it makes sense and it's correct. She is a tall girl. Great job, boys and girls. Now, how can we change this sentence, Miss Allison, so that it asks a question?
I think that we're going to switch those first two words to put a question word at the beginning. So it would be, is she?
Let's read it, boys and girls, and see if Mrs. Allison is correct. Is she a tall girl? I think that makes sense. Do you, boys and girls? Yes. Remember what Miss Allison told us? What starts our sentences off? We should have a what? A capital letter. Now, boys and girls, if we have a sentence that's asking a question, what type of punctuation should we have at the end? Did you say a question mark? Great job. Yes, you should have a question mark at the end of the sentence. So now let's read our sentence one more time and see if it makes sense. Is she a tall girl? Great job, boys and girls. Now let's work with one more sentence, and we have some more scrambled words. It says, ball like to you do play. Does that make sense? No, this sentence is all scrambled, so we need to unscramble it. But this time, I want to make it into a question. So boys and girls, do you notice any question words? Do you notice any, Miss Allison?
I do spy a question word.
What question word do you spy?
Do.
Do. Who is the sentence referring to?
It wouldn't be ball. I think it would be you.
You, yes. Now, which word describes or tells about you? Do you ball like to play?
You could say play, do you play, but I think the word like makes the most sense for this sentence.
Yes, I agree. For this particular sentence, I would say the word like makes the most sense. Do you like? Now let's look at our remaining words. Ball to play. Which word, boys and girls, do you think comes next? Do you like? I heard him say to. Do you agree, Miss Allison?
I think we should try that.
Let's try it. Do you like to? Okay. To what? Ball play or play ball? I would say play ball. Now, let's read our sentence and see if it makes sense. Do you like to play ball? Does it make sense to you, Miss Allison?
It does, but I think we're missing something.
What are we missing? I think we're missing our punctuation mark. Do you like to play ball? What type of punctuation mark goes at the end, boys and girls, if we're asking a question?
I heard him.
Oh, yes, you're correct. A question mark. Great job. Now, let's see if we can switch this sentence and switch the words to make it show excitement. We have, do you like to play ball? Miss Allison, can you help us out?
I think this is just like our other sentence. I think that we can flip those first two words and change the type of sentence.
All right, boys and girls, let's read it to see if it makes sense. You do like to play ball. I think that shows excitement. Now, boys and girls, what type of punctuation goes at the end? An exclamation mark. Great job. Do you notice anything else that we're missing? Oh, they're so smart. You're correct. A capital letter at the beginning of our sentence.
Good job.
Now, let's read our sentence one more time. You do like to play ball. Great job, boys and girls. Our learning goals for today are to read and write words with S-E, C-E, and T-C-H, and read tricky words that have been previously taught. Now, boys and girls, it's time to read some tricky words. Remember that we call these words tricky because all or part of the words doesn't sound like we expect it to sound. So don't let them trick you. Our first tricky word is the word one. The tricky part of the word is W sound that does not seem to be marked by any spelling. And the letter O, or perhaps the spelling O-E, is pronounced As expected, the N makes the N sound. So the word is pronounced one. Let's read the word together and use it in a sentence. That word is one. You can have one cookie after dinner. Our next tricky word is the word once. As expected, the letter N is pronounced N. And the letters C-E are pronounced S. The tricky part is a W sound that does not seem to be marked by any letter, and the letter O is pronounced Let's read that word. That word is once. I went to the beach once this summer. Great job, boys and girls, reading our tricky words for today. Our lesson today will focus on spelling alternatives for consonant sounds that you will find most frequently at the end of words. The ch is outlined in red because we have previously learned that CH makes the ch sound as in chin. Here is one of our new spelling cards, TCH, for today. It makes the ch sound as in itch. Notice that the CH, the ch sound made by TCH, is at the end of the word. Look at the power bar under TCH. Miss Allison, what does this tell us?
I noticed that the power bar is not very long, so this tells us that TCH is not a common spelling for the ch sound.
Yes, Miss Allison is correct. That means that TCH spelling for the ch sound is not used very often. Now, boys and girls, we will use your pencil, piece of paper, and your red marker or pen, and I want you to take a moment and draw a square and write the letters TCH. Outline the consonants in red with your crayon, marker, or pen. Our next sound we are going to look at is the S sound. The S, C, and double S is outlined in red because we have previously learned that they make the S sound as in sun, scent, and dress. Let's look at the next new spelling card for today. The SE card also makes the S sound as in the word rinse. And notice that the spelling is at the end of the word. Let's look at the power bar under SE. What does that tell us? Miss Allison, can you help us out?
That's a very small power bar. So it is for sure a less common spelling for the S sound.
Yes, Miss Allison is correct. It is a less common spelling for the S sound. Take a moment, boys and girls, draw a square and write the letters SE. And remember to outline the consonants in red with your crayon, marker, or pen. Let's look at another new spelling card for today for the S sound. The CE card also makes the S sound as in the word prince. And notice that this spelling is also found at the end of the word. Look at the power bar underneath the CE. Boys and girls, can you tell Miss Allison and I what the power bar means? Did you hear them, Miss Allison?
I think I did.
They said that the power bar shows that this is a less common spelling for the S sound. Awesome job, boys and girls.
Great job.
Take a moment and draw a square and write the letter CE. And remember, we always outline our consonants in what color?
Red.
Red. We have learned today that there are some different or alternative spellings for ch and s. Now, let's work with some words using our alternative spellings that we learned today. You can use a piece of paper and work along with us. Take a moment and draw a T-chart on your paper. This is what your T-chart should look like. You should have a big capital T. Miss Allison, can you remind us what the letters in between the two slashes represent?
Sure. When there are letters between two slashes, that stands for sounds.
So boys and girls, on your T-chart, take a moment and write the letter S with two slashes and the letter CH with two slashes. Now, let's look at our first word. Our first word says tense. Can you read that word along with us, boys and girls? Tense. Looking at the word tense, where do you hear the S sound? Do you hear it at the beginning, middle, or at the end? Miss Allison, can you help us out today? Miss
Sure.
Allison is going to circle the letter or letters that make the S sound. Whoa, what letters did you circle, Miss Allison?
I circled the S and the E because we learned today that SE makes the S sound and is usually at the end of a word.
Great job. Boys and girls, go ahead and write the word tense on your paper if you haven't done so already and circle the SE. Now let's look at our column that has the ch sound. We have the word itch. Can you repeat after me the word itch? Itch. That's kind of tricky. Let's count to see how many sounds we hear in the word itch. Are you ready? Itch, itch. How many sounds did you hear?
2.
2. All right, Miss Allison, would you circle the letters that make the ch sound in the word itch? Whoa, Miss Allison, you circled 3 letters. Can you tell us why you circled 3 letters?
Because we learned today that TCH makes the ch sound at the end of a word. And there are only 2 sounds in itch. Itch.
Good job. Now let's look at our next word in the S column. We have the word mouse. Take a moment, boys and girls. Write the word mouse on your paper. And I want you to think about, do you hear the S sound at the beginning, middle, or at the end? Mouse. All right, Miss Allison, can you circle where you hear the S sound in the word mouse?
I hear the S sound at the end of the word.
Yes. Boys and girls, did you circle the S on your paper? Great job. Now let's look at the column with CH. We have the word catchy. Let's count to see how many sounds we hear in the word catchy. K, ch,
E.
Did you hear 4 sounds? Yes. Now take a moment and circle the letters that make the ch sound. Miss Allison, can you circle the letters that make the ch sound? Great job. Now let's look at the last word in the S column. We have the word chance. Take a moment and circle the letter or letters that make the S sound. What letters did you circle? Did you circle? What letters, Miss Allison? Did you circle CE, boys and girls? Great job. Let's look at our last column, our last word that's in the ch column. We have the word batch. You at home, I want you to take a moment and I want you to count the number of sounds that you hear in the word batch. Now, circle the letters that make the ch sound. Did you circle TCH? Great job, boys and girls. That was fun. Did you have fun, Miss Allison?
I did. I had a really good time.
You all did a great job reviewing sentence types, tricky words, and learning about spelling alternatives for ch and s. Share some of your knowledge that you learned today with a friend or family member. Thank you for joining us today, and all rights and credits from the lesson belong to Core Knowledge Language Arts. We would like to thank them for publicly sharing these materials. See you next time on the
Curious Adventurers.